can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. This that splash, this that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just gotta set like I run up in the backfield. I just gotta set like I ran up on a quarterback.
First opened back in 2008, there's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. It's the final 3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Here comes Andrews. And we'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Take a long first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Play action. Curley. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
From the 21, it's second and 10. To throw again. Curley. Being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up third and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early third and 10. Looking to throw. Curley. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And it will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. From the gun is Eason. Catch made here by Campbell. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
14-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Giorgio Tavecchio.
14-yard touchdown. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Curley, man open left side is Brown. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Off the play fake. Curley. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he goes out right around the 39. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
He was brought down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6. And the Texans first down.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. From the gun, Curley. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Operating from the gun, Curley. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor, and he'll lose lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, curling, flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Again, the ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run with Taylor, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's brought down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Michael Badgley set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And ultimately, this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal.
First quarter.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Second down, here's Eason. Campbell making the catch. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
And 1.
Operating from the gun. Eason got an open man. That's Campbell. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
First and 10.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary.
He went for Here's one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Curley. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Curley. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
1st down, Houston.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Wide receiver.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
It's a gain of 5.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. From the gun, Curley. Steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Off play action. Curley escaping the pressure right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
8 yards.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And it's now 3-0 Texans.
10.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Badgley on for the extra point.
For the extra point.
It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Texans 17, Colts 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had...
And for the third time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Off the play fake. Curley. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Play action. Curley. Flush to his right. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up fourth. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this from 37. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Look at the big man rumble. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and the Colts are in for the touchdown. So a pretty wild turn of events there. Instead of a sure 3 points, it's 6 the other direction.
And if you're kicking in the NFL, that should be pretty much automatic, but I don't think that's on him at all. The protection broke down. That led to the block.
To add the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Texans 17, Colts 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Here comes Andrews. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up. First and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Now, here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
4th and goal.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Eason going to keep it. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And his Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. To throw from his end zone. Curley. Throw left side complete. It's Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes gets touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
His pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off near the 26. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
It's second and inches.
Off the play fake. Curley. He's letting it fly for Cooks. This is caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Brandon Cooks. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown.
He is good.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 70th catch for him on the year. Like so many others, this goes for a first down. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Operating from the gun, Eason. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the Colts' 31-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off play action. Curley. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
To throw on third down. Curley, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
Fielded in the end zone. That decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
From the gun on 3rd down. Eason, and he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. And here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
48-yard line.
From the gun, Eason looking for Campbell downfield. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. A huge play that time for the Colts. 41 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Operating from the gun. Eason fighting to stay upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Texans 13-yard line.
Eason on 2nd down. That's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason, he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Harris Campbell hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Texans 27, Colts 21.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. Here comes Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Throwing on 1st down. Curley. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Ronnie Hillman in there. He gets the carry. And they'll bring him down up at about the 22-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
A pickup of 15 yards, but it's now third down. That's the end of the third quarter with the score Texans 27, Colts 21.
The Texans on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Curley. They've got his man complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 78 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
And now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now man open down the middle of the field. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. 1st and 10, Eason looking for Campbell down. This is caught inside the 5. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Harris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Is good. Makes the score Texans 33, Colts 28.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Here comes Andrews.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put some
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
From the gun on 3rd down, Curley. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. First and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
The tackle made by
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. To throw on 2nd down. Curley. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Curley. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Off play action. Curley. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 20-yard line.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Curley. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Bad eventually able to knock this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Out to start the drive, and it's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Back to throw. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll look to throw. Zone, but knocked away and incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. He's back to throw. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. Oh, look at this. They're not even going to get the 2-point play off. Maybe too much indecision. It's going to cost them 5 yards.
Well, that certainly comes under the heading of critical mistake, doesn't it, partner? You can't have that. You got a chance to tie the ball game from the 2-yard line. Now you got to go back to the 7-yard line and take the same chance.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
The Colts will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Here comes Andrews.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And it's incomplete, and now just 3 seconds left. Look at the clock. Time for one more shot. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Curley eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field.
It's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. A costly mistake here on the team.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
On first down, Taylor. Open space inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And another timeout taken by the Colts. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for the Texans, the win is number 9 for them on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. That'll do it for us.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown. I just scored a whole bucket.